Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Everybody, welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John. Joining me, as always, on the other side of the internet is Mr. Tony Caselnova. I'm from www.parkhoppers.com. He is from DisneyParksPodcast.com. And we are the Disney Parks Podcast. Heck of a day today, my friend.
Yeah, we had a good day.
Yesterday.
Interesting yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday
good
was.
Day today.
Yesterday was Monday. Right. Obviously, we didn't do the recording Monday night, so it's Tuesday when we're recording this. Right. We were at the Avatar preview, and we are going to have our we're dedicating our entire show on Friday to what we thought about the review. It's.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's a long show.
And it's a long story.
It's a long story, but a good story.
Not necessarily. It didn't end well for us.
It did not end well for us, but we're going to give you that. We'll give you kind of a quick overview here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go with our regular news and stuff. But before we do that, we need to do a little bit of the housekeeping.
Sure.
So we have a meetup coming up on June 24th. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
June 24th, you say. We are meeting with our good friend, Mr. Jim Corcus, at the Wilderness Lodge. We will meet with Jim from 2 to 4 p.m. He's going to regale us with train stories.
Yes, he will.
So, come. It's free. I think you'll have a great time. And just check it out. And, you don't have to sign up. If you want, go to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast if you want to kind of RSVP for that.
Right.
The next meetup, we're going to meet on July 15th, 2017 at the Scat Cat Club. I love saying that. The Scat Cat Club. The Scat Cat Club over at Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter. We will be there from 4 to 6. Scat Cat Club. If you want to grab a bite to eat, you can do so there, or you can do it over in their quick service area. But they do have some food items at Scat Cat Lounge, and obviously they have cocktails there, so you can certainly get your cocktails there.
You get your drink on is what he's saying.
Right, you can get your drink on. And then what do we have after that? The last meetup we have will be on September 2nd at Bay Lake Tower.
Yeah, it's my favorite time of year. I can't wait.
That will be from 1 to 3. Stop by. You'll need to get a ticket, and you can do so by going to Facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Click on events, find the September 2nd, and then just say get tickets. Just follow that link to Eventbrite. It is a small nominal fee, and like I said, those are for refreshments. So stop by. If you've never been to a Grand Villa, you will have a good time.
Right, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Hang out with me, hang out with John, hang out with other Disney-like peoples.
Yep. So we want to make sure that if you can see Tony Caselnova in his beautiful T-shirt that he is wearing, he's wearing the Casey's Corner T-shirt. And that's one of the amazing Disney by the Numbers T-shirt Club shirts that you can get at an amazing price of only, what, 13?
13 for regulars.
Yep, 13 for regulars. And the plus sizes, like I have a
16s?
couple. Yeah, there's $16, which is still super inexpensive.
Cheaper than Disney?
Everything. Yeah, it's cheaper than Disney. So what you want to do is you want to go to DisneyParksPodcast.com. Scroll down in the sidebar and you'll see the Disney by the Numbers T-shirt Club link. Go there. That takes you to the sign up form. And unlike a loot crate or a service that automatically sends you stuff and charges you money every month, this is where you get an email saying, hey, this is a shirt design for this month. If you want it, great. If you don't want it, that's fine. You don't have to order it if you don't want to. And then you can get as many shirts as you want, or nothing. Do nothing, and you don't have to worry about it. But definitely go check that out, DisneyByTheNumbers.com, and you can find the T-shirt Club link, or just click on the link over at Disney Parks Podcast. One of the other things is Tony has got a phenomenal book that you want to get called Disney by the Numbers, appropriately. And his books are available on Amazon, or you can also find them on the Disney by the Numbers site that you can click to on Disney Parks Podcast. There you go. I see what you're doing there. Look at you moving that around. So you can go check that out. You can find the link at DisneyParksPodcast.com. I also have a book called The Disney Bucket List. I co-wrote that with a couple friends of mine, and basically the Disney Bucket List is 100 things that you could do in the Magic Kingdom that you might not have thought about, that you might not have ever tried, you might not have ever done. It's a great way to discover new things about Disney at the Magic Kingdom, and you get to do some really cool things, and you can check that out. And you can find the link to that at DisneyParksPodcast.com. And you can find the link to there as well. You can also find it at www.parkhoppers.com or on Amazon.
So you can go out and rate us, review us, and subscribe is the most key important thing on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Downcast, Upcast, Sidecast, whatever podcatcher thing you use. Subscription is key. If you can go do that, that would help us a lot. And as always, if you'd like to leave us a message, call us at 407-413-9010. And if you're in the park, if you're going to see Pandora and you see something interesting, call us, leave us a message, and we will collect those and then maybe play them all back on the show. So yeah. So I'd like to hear that's your mission. Go to Pandora and leave us a message at 407-413-9010. If you want to just email to us, that's fine, but I prefer the audio on this one.
It'd be interesting to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah. We know our opinion. We want to know yours.
That's right. So I guess there's nothing else we can do, my friend, except get into
the show.
Oh, come on, Gary Vaynerchuk. Jeez.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Have you ever come to Orlando and you're the person that has to make all the dining plans, all the fast passes, get all the tickets? Well, we have a service that can help you do this. This is the best service. They are themeparkconcierge.com. You can call them up at 407-257-9973. Tell them your plans. They'll send you a little profile, get some information about you and your traveling party and what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And then they can set up a custom plan for you. And they'll take you around the parks. They'll make the dining plans. They'll get the fast passes. They'll take you to Walt Disney World. They'll take you to Universal. They'll take you to Busch Gardens, to SeaWorld, to Legoland, to all of those places. And they will do all of the work for you. Contact them at themeparkconcierge.com. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Ramon VIP Concierge, or email them at ramon@themeparkconcierge.com. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed. And if you tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, you'll get 10% off your order.
All right, well, let's tell everybody about, in 10 minutes or less, let's tell everybody about our visit to Pandora.
Oh, about Visit Pandora.
Yeah.
Okay, there are two attractions. One is the Navi River Journey, and you get in a little boat.
Little being the operative word. A little boat, and you cruise around the Navi River. There's very interesting things to see. There's some animals jumping around. There's some flying things in the sky. There's a shaman singing to you. Casting spells.
Yeah, casting spells.
Waxing on, waxing
on, waxing off at you. They finally put some clothes on her, so she's not naked anymore. The queue is huge. It's air conditioned-ish. Part of it is, part of it's not. Part of it's outside. Part of it's going to probably be in the front entrance of the park.
Yeah.
It'll be queuing up people by Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
To get on this thing. And the other attraction is the Flight of Passage, the Avatar Flight of Passage.
Right.
Where you ride on the back of a banshee.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And if you can ride it, it's stellar from what I understand.
If you fit.
Yeah. You want to listen to our show on Friday to get the whole story. Basically, I was going into it thinking because I was a big dude, I wouldn't fit. I had no idea because my feet are... I can't fold them behind me, and my calves were kind of big.
Right.
I wouldn't fit, so I didn't get to ride it. Tony didn't get to ride it.
The most popular reason you will not be able to ride it is if you're too tall, or if your calves are too big, or your legs are too long, and they can't get you forward enough to lock the restraint on your leg. That will be the reason you won't ride.
Right.
If you're a little round in the middle, like us, that's not the problem.
Seems to not be.
Yeah, because they're able to at least get the back restraint up.
Right.
That's not the problem. The problem is the leg restraint, which 7 out of 16 people on one of our loads did not go. That's almost half people.
Yeah.
Could not do that attraction. So
yeah,
it's going to be an interesting conundrum if they, this is the previews. It officially does not open until May 27th. Will they make adjustments before May 27th? Maybe. They have a couple more weeks. Maybe they'll do it, post May 27th grand opening.
Who knows?
When Bob Iger can't ride it, maybe they'll fix it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or Joe.
I'm sure Joe Rody can ride it. He'll figure out a way.
They made it specifically for him.
He probably has one specific cart that he can put his feet in.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's the 2 attractions, and then we tried the Pongo Lounge.
Right.
No, Pongo.
Pongo is a drink.
Yeah, it's a drink kiosk basically.
Drink stand
that has one alcoholic drink, which is a margarita, a non-alcoholic drink, which is the multicolored. It's basically a slushie, which is really good. Then they had the 2 beers.
Right.
And that was pretty good. So then we had to go to Satuli Canteen. And the food I thought was pretty good. It's not
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not drastically different than what you might get in other areas of the park.
Yeah. And the menu for right now seems to be pretty limited.
Yeah.
It's just a couple items there. It's not like, I don't know, some other food place in the Magic Kingdom where they got 14 choices. This is like 3.
Right.
3 or 4.
Yeah. But it's cool. It's extremely well designed. It's cool because even on the Avatar Flight of Passage, you could tell where the organic part of the planet is kind of connecting to the non-organic the RDA facility that you're kind of a part of. And so it's really kind of nice because you get that earthy organic feel to the Satuli Canteen, and then you got the outside kind of quasi-military feel to it.
Right.
So as far as I'm concerned, I mean that was a pretty decent experience. I had a really crappy Disney cast member experience, but you can hear about that later.
Sure.
So let's kind of hit the fauna, the flora.
There's lots to see.
Yes.
Visually.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. When you go there, you won't be able to tell the difference between fake stuff and real stuff, at least not for now.
Not until the sun kills it.
And unfortunately for these previews, they are not lighting up the bioluminescence, so we don't know what that looks like yet. We'll have to go at night and then come back and tell you what that experience was like. I'm sure it'll be a different experience.
I'm sure.
So there's tons of trees and floating rocks and waterfalls, lots of water around there, lots of waterfalls, water features, a moat.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. And then there's little areas to kind of just sit, chill out, relax within the land itself.
Right.
John went into the bathroom and said it was the best looking bathroom.
Best looking bathroom on property, hands down.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Because it's new, John.
Earth tones, it's new, doesn't have that freshly peed on smell.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
I love a cold bathroom. It just makes me feel good. But there's lots of little, I don't want this to sound weird, but there's lots of little nooks and crannies, little places you can walk around and explore. They actually already have the Explorers Club. Wilderness Explorers
all
have
hooked up.
A couple of stations there, which I thought was kind of funny. I didn't say this in the review, but they have the Wilderness Explorers teaching people about the plants and animal life on a planet that does not exist. And then they're teaching about people or about plants and animals on Earth.
Right.
If I'm a little
that does
kid,
exist.
Yeah, I'm a little kid. I might be a little confused, but what do I know? I'm just a podcaster.
Right.
But it was just gorgeous. There's kiosks that you can literally dress yourself completely head to tail as a Na'vi.
Right.
You can get all the accoutrements. You can get face painted for extremely ridiculously expensive prices.
Yeah. $20-$30.
If you want a full face paint, it's like $28.
Yeah.
If you wanted like just your forehead and a couple of your cheeks, it's like $23.
Right.
And I was pushing buttons last night. I made the joke that it's like, I didn't know the Na'vi were headhunters.
Yeah.
You'll see it. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah. We didn't have a lot of them last night, but we were told that there's a lot of interactive experiences.
Yes. Yeah, which I don't think are all on yet.
No, we did have one interactive experience. Which
you'll have to go see the video.
You'll have to see the video. It's an interactive eggplant.
It's the best way we can tell you.
It's crazy. But overall, I think Tony and I gave it a solid 6.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. They've got some things to work on. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. Overall, if we're doing overall everything, what would you have given New Fantasyland?
I thought Fantasyland is fantastic.
So
I like Fantasyland over Avatar.
Well, yeah, but we're both biased because I could care less about Avatar.
That's true.
So if you were giving it the same, I understand that you're not an Avatar fan, but food, technology, innovation, stuff to look at, what would you give New Fantasyland?
There's technology in Avatar Land?
Yeah, there's a little bit.
Fantasyland. I would like Fantasyland over Avatar Land.
But on a number, what would you give it? Like a 9?
An 8.
An 8?
An 8.
An 8?
An 8.
Bro, if you're giving New Fantasyland an 8, then
look at what they did with Belle's meet and greet with the door.
But if you're giving Fantasyland an 8,
where else can you see that?
You can't. But if you're giving, California, or no, they have it somewhere else. They're building it in Shanghai. If you're giving Fantasyland an 8, you have to give Pandora like a 2. I would give.
All right, fine. It's a 2.
Here's the way I look at it. I think that New Fantasyland, to me, even with the problems with the mine train ride, including those problems, they still have it fixed. Which I heard the same crap last night. Oh, they've been hearing it. Their plans on adjusting the ride. Yeah. They said they were planning on adjusting the ride New Fantasyland too, which they still haven't yet. It's been 4 years. I would give New Fantasyland, honestly, a solid 7, 8, 9. Like a 9. Let's say a 9.
Okay.
So that's why I would say, to me, Avatar is like a solid 5 or 6.
Right.
Because it's great to look at, decent place to eat, does have alcohol, which is a plus. But the rides just don't match up. When we got New Fantasyland, we got the roller coaster, we got the Belle experience, which I understand it's not a ride, but you've got the Little Mermaid ride, so you got the 2 big rides, you got the Gaston,
you got Goofy's
you got an updated Goofy, you got an addition to the Dumbo,
you got the circus area,
you got the circus area, which was updated, you get the kids water play area, so there's a whole lot more into Fantasyland, and it took less time to build. So I would probably say a solid 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in that neighborhood. So anyway, that's kind of our thoughts.
Go listen to the show on Friday. You'll hear all the pains.
And then let us know what you guys' opinions is. If you've been there already, if you've had your annual pass, or if you're part of the media and you feel like letting us know what you think. Let us know. I mean, if you're part of the media and you're pimping another website, depending on who it is, we might air it out and have you on the show. Why not? That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and dig into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's talk about my favorite thing. If you're watching us live on Facebook, pimping my Guardians of the Galaxy shirt. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. No big surprise. $146.5 million domestic debut for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy V2 made its North American debut last weekend, 2 weekends ago, with a galactic $146.5 million take. Film is also opening in several international markets, bringing its global box office gross to $431 million. 0.5. I forgot the 0.5. After just 13 days of release, as the story was. The $146.5 million domestic debut is the second biggest opening of the year, behind anyone?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Marvel Studios' sixth opening above $100 million. It was the 15th consecutive number one debut of the 15 Marvel Cinematic Universe films.
Not too shabby.
They do 15 movies, 15 number ones. I heard this today. They are the Pixar of the 21st century.
Wow.
And Guardians of the Galaxy opened 55% above the 2014 debut of the Guardians of the Galaxy version 1, Volume 1.
Yeah, this movie is going to crush it, unfortunately.
I think they should. Yeah. It's a great movie. It speaks on a lot of different
I think the movie's good. I like the soundtrack of the first one better
I did too.
Than the second one.
Well, I heard another podcast talk about, actually it's Fat Man on Batman, which is Kevin Smith.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Smith and his buddy Mark, who's a writer out in L.A.
Yeah.
And he said, the thing about Guardians 1, it was the music of my childhood.
Sure.
Volume 2, not so much.
Yeah.
And I think that's because this is his mom's music.
Yeah.
So this is, Volume 2 is my mom and dad's music.
Right.
You know, and I like it, but it doesn't have the same, you know, it's got the Cheap Trick tune in it, which is pretty good. Mama don't lie, Daddy don't lie. And then it's got the Fox on the Run, which I love, Fox on the Run. And then after that, it's just, they're all good songs, but they don't just like, it's not the same to me.
Yeah.
But the movie is funnier, it's bigger, it's got so many great Easter eggs. I'm going back and reading some of the original Guardians of the Galaxy comic books to really see who, you know, Starhawk and all those guys that are in that one scene at the very end with Stallone.
Right.
The quote original Guardians. So I'm excited about it. I love it. I'm going to go see it again on Friday with a friend of mine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Next up, new scenes are to debut at Fantasmic when it returns to Disneyland.
Nice.
So let's talk about that.
What are you over there looking on the internet? Are you working while you're supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm working. No, I'm flying in graphics.
Hard, isn't it? It's difficult.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, so new scenes is a debut of Fantasmic when it returns to Disneyland this summer, and there's already they've already started filling up the rivers of America. Did you hear what they did with that? You know, California is in a huge drought.
Yeah.
So they tanked.
They tanked all the water.
Pumped it, tanked it, and then stored it so that they wouldn't get fined from the county.
As far as anyone knows.
Yes, as far as we know.
Yeah.
So it's hard to believe that Fantasmic is 25 years old.
Wow.
I
did not know that.
That means I'm 25 years older. The show premiered at Disneyland's Rivers of America on May 13th, 1992, and quickly became a guest favorite in Guest favorite. While the show has undergone upgrades over the years, yes, including a new sound system in 2007 and a complete new lighting package in 2008.
You said package.
However, the show is currently undergoing the biggest makeover yet. When it returns this summer, the show will still retain its storyline, fanfare, and the theme song, but quite a bit will be new. The mist screens will be upgraded and coupled with state-of-the-art projectors to provide brighter, more vibrant visuals with better clarity than ever before. And if they start using the projectors that they're projecting on the castles,
yeah.
Well, yeah, this is
burn the water.
Yeah,
the projection.
They'll set the water on fire. So what is the biggest change, however, is the addition of a brand new show scenes featuring Aladdin, The Lion King, Tangled, and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Screw Peter Pan. We killed him. We made him walk the plank.
The concept art that we're showing you right now shows one of the dazzling new scenes where Aladdin and Jasmine are floating along over a bed of fog over their flying carpet during a whole new world.
Nice.
Return date for the show has not been announced, but stay tuned, and as we learn more, you'll know more.
Awesome. And for those of you who are wondering how can you see this, it's very simple. You go to youtube.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Right? That's
Yes.
our YouTube page.
Yeah.
Or if you're lucky enough to see the show, we recorded it at an odd time. Normally we record it at 8 p.m. on Mondays, but you can check that out.
We had some schedule.
Yeah,
fun
it's probably
today.
still in the timeline, so you can probably check it out.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I hope that they make some changes to our Fantasmic because we kind of need some changes. We need
I
some new
think.
stuff.
Well, I was hoping that while they brought in this Pixar thing, they can bring Fantasmic down for a little makeover.
A little refurb.
Yeah.
They really
That's
need
what I was
something
hoping.
different than Pocahontas.
Yeah.
I can't say Pocahontas. I can't say Pocahontas. Because I always want to say
Yeah,
something.
you know, the shows are almost two different things. If you've seen one,
They are.
you've seen the other. The one in Disneyland is very much closer to you. It's not on a way off. It's on Tom Sawyer's Island, which is pretty close to you.
Yeah.
I've seen it down low with our ABD, and I've seen it from the Club 33 balcony. So
Yeah.
I've seen it from two different locations, and either one is fine, but it's a whole lot closer experience.
So what you're telling me is you've seen it.
Yes.
And you've seen it up high.
Yes, I have.
I love that. I gotta stop using that. That is so
No,
horrible.
that's good.
I have only seen, because the only time I was ever in Disneyland during that time, we were having dinner at Club 33,
Oh,
and I could not
break away from the food.
I couldn't. I mean, it's Club 33,
Yeah.
you know. So next time we'll have to.
Well, if you go as frequently as I do.
Uh,
Oh, bum, bum.
I'm in your house, buddy. Keep it up. Go ahead. So moving on, the Magic Kingdom's Happily Ever After Nighttime Spectacular is truly amazing. It really is.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it really is.
The fireworks are bigger. The show is longer. It's just a great show. It's an appropriate successor to Wishes. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I think. So the Nighttime Spectacular has this incredible new full theme song that you can now download. So Magic Kingdom's Happily Ever Nighttime Spectacular theme song actually can be downloaded if you go to... do you have to go to Disney for that? I'm trying to read.
No.
You go to iTunes and download it? Yeah. A version of the theme sung by Jordan Fisher and Angie Keelhauer,
And we're working on getting Angie on the show.
nice,
So stay tuned for that.
is available for download. You have to purchase it, of course. It's not free.
It's $1.29.
On iTunes. There is a version of the song that will appear on the new... there's a version of the song that's in the show. This is not that version.
Right.
They did a CD edit for it. So if you're really digging it and you really love it, which it's a great song, and it's It's nice to listen to. It's more impactful when you're watching the show, in my opinion.
I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I have to have
I know.
all the fireworks.
Everything's got to be... Do they have the full show available yet?
You mean what, video?
No, I know they got the video available. Do they have the full show audio available yet?
I don't think so.
That'll probably be on a CD that'll come out later on.
Yeah.
All right, so we'd like to give a shout out to our good friends over on Patreon.com. Patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast is where you can help support the show from $1 all the way up to as much as you would like to help support us monthly. We have great rewards for our Patreons. You also get the opportunity to see live shows as we record them. We just got done recording an hour-long live show talking about our Avatar review. And yes, this one will just happen to come out on Friday. But other shows, we put other stuff up there that we haven't even posted yet. So you get to see all the really good content first. We also post ad-free shows, so if you get tired of listening to the shows with the ad, as great as our sponsors are, we do ad-free versions of the shows. We also have amazing new incentives and rewards for the Patreons that we have signing up. And we also have to thank our current Patreons, David, Willie, Jeremy, Katie, Eva, Grant, and Ernie. If you want to be like those awesome folks, visit patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
All right. That's great. So, next up, we are getting... I didn't do what I wanted to do. Next up, we are getting... there's a new Enchanted evening package available now for Happily Ever After fireworks, John.
Nice!
So, if you need to drop a little extra money in the Magic Kingdom, here's how you can do it. If you're planning to celebrate a honeymoon or romantic getaway at the Walt Disney World Resort, make it even more special with one of these limited time Enchanted evening honeymoon or romance packages options now available featuring the Happily Ever After fireworks. You get 2 exclusive honeymoon or romance themed magic bands. You get 2 exclusive romance-themed keepsake luggage tags. You get 2 admissions to the fireworks dessert party with the Plaza Garden View at the Magic Kingdom, plus a small celebratory treat. These Enchanted evening options are available to book through December 23rd.
Wow.
Right up into Christmas, baby. For travel May 20th to December 30th, contact your travel agent or book these packages. So, I don't know if this is only for the TAs or if you can go directly to Disney to do that, but right now they're saying it's through your local travel agent.
Well, I mean, dude, it would be too exclusive honeymoon package. I think it's probably a travel agent thing because they mentioned the luggage tags.
Right.
But we were just there for our anniversary, and we were going to go to the fireworks dessert party.
Oh, yeah.
And Sid was just wanting to do something really nice for me, and I said, well, how much is that again? She's like, $75. I was like, oh. She said, per person. Fireworks dessert party.
No. Really? Okay.
Mother's Day.
They raised the price. It's only like $45 normally.
Yeah, $75 per person.
Yeah.
And she's going to pull the trigger on it because, it's our anniversary. Yeah. And I was like, no, $150? You know the damage we can do with $150?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Siri.
You can go to California Grill. You can go to Artist Point. You can go to Ravello. You can go anywhere for $150. Least of all, a dessert party with only dessert, not even the entree.
Oh, I know. Yeah. With assorted teas and coffees.
Yeah. The first time I went was probably about 4 years ago, and it was only $35, and then became very popular, and they raised the price $10. Right. And I think recently they even added a couple more dollars on it. So, and now it's like almost impossible to book.
Yeah.
I've called and asked them. This is how it happened. I called WDW Dining because you can't book it online. I called WDW9. I said, these are some dates. This date, this date, this date, this date. No. I said, okay, let's try this a different way. Why don't you tell me what dates are available? And she goes, well, I can't tell you that. I'd have to look at every one of them.
I know.
That makes no sense.
I know. It does. It does with their system. Their system, in that system, makes total sense.
There should be a way to pull up open dates of an event and tell me when I can go. I said, well, why don't you look around, pick some dates out in the future, and then let me know.
No, sir. What dates do you want me to look at specifically? Is that what you got?
No, she said, all right, I'll look at a couple of them. I said, all right. I said, we can do this the hard way. I can start naming every single day between now and the end of the year. You can tell me which one.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a very painful process.
Yeah.
Very painful process.
It's just not helpful.
Yeah. I wish they would allow us to book that online. At least it would give me a fighting chance.
Maybe.
Yeah. Fighting chance at
Chuck
it.
and jive. Yeah.
I mean, I know how to
stick and move.
I know how to skate the Disney dining system. If you can't get 6, you go 4, you go 2.
That's right.
Then you add 2 people on, or you just show up with 3.
All right.
Listen, I know how to skate the system.
You know how to skin the cat.
Yeah. And worst case, you go to open table.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got some very interesting and heartbreaking / disturbing / exciting news.
Yeah.
What is arguably one of the most important pieces of artwork in all of Disney history. All of it.
Yeah.
Disney Parks history. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Parks history.
Yeah.
Has not only been found, it will soon be available for auction.
Yeah.
Californian's Van Eaton Galleries, which is the notable animation auction house, often features Disney artwork. Recently announced that the rediscovery of Walt Disney's original hand-drawn map
by Ryman.
From Herb Ryman.
Done in 2 days.
2 days, over a weekend,
mm-hmm.
and sent to Roy so they could talk the banks into loaning the money for Disneyland.
Banks and TV.
Map of Disneyland is available for auction.
Get out your checkbooks, kids.
The auction itself is titled Walt Disney's Disneyland. It will take place Sunday, June 25th at 11 a.m. And exhibit dates will be June 2nd through June 24th. Van Eaton Galleries will auction off nearly 1,000 pieces of Disney, spanning from 1953 to the present. These will include, and we quote, original props, wardrobe, ride vehicles, souvenirs. A highlight of this auction is...
I'd like to buy a Toy Story Mania vehicle, please, for $1,000.
Right. A highlight of this piece, or auction, is Walt Disney's first ever map of Disneyland. The map itself is estimated to go for between $750,000 and $1 million, which is way too cheap.
Yeah, I think it'll go for more.
Which would classify as one of the most expensive Disney artwork artifacts ever auctioned.
Yeah, it's going to go for way more than $1 million.
I think it should. For more than 60 years, the map has avoided auction houses and the public eye alike. Herb Ryman listened to Walt Disney intricately describe the park for 2 days straight, using what he heard to create a map of presentations, a map of a presentation that Roy could take to the banks and television networks. What Ryman was probably unaware of is that he was also beginning an artistic masterwork that would serve as the inspiration for countless ideas in art and theme parks. An enhanced version of the original first made it to the public in 1954 and served as the first look at what Walt Disney had in mind for Disneyland. Now, the original found its way to the hands of Grenade Curran. Mm-hmm. Curran was a Disney employee at the time and asked Walt if he could keep the map sitting on the corner of Disney's office. And Walt, being the good guy, is like,
yeah, sure, take it.
While it's doubtful Grenade could understand the full significance that this work would have the fans and Disney historians in the future, he still kept it safe and stored away. Whether we give our thanks to Walt Disney, Herb Ryman, Grenade Curran, or Van Eaton Galleries, one thing's for sure, this map is returning to a world filled with Disney fans who can't wait to greet it with love and admiration.
We had this discussion.
We did.
Does anybody believe or think that this should wind up back in the Disney archives and preserved and not hung in somebody's living room? I think it needs to be owned by the Disney company because, I mean, the huge significance of this one piece of paper, this one document. It's big. It's more than a document. It's a life-size document. But I really believe it should be encased in glass and put in Disneyland. You know, like they have when you go visit the Declaration of Independence, a little safety glass. It's thick. It's bulletproof. It's nitrogen gas, so it doesn't get oxygen and oxidize the paper and all that. Yeah, and it should be hanging in Disneyland.
Right.
And when guests come, they say, "This is how it all started." Have a little video next to it of Walt, or somebody telling the story of how this thing came. I listen. If I had $1 million or
if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million,
I'd buy you a rhyming map.
I'd buy you a map.
I would buy it and I would hang it. I would hang it where I could look at it all day long.
My opinion is a little different. I think that if it's not going to be in the Disney Family Archive, it needs to be in like the Smithsonian Institute.
Sure, that's a good place too.
It is history. It is pop culture. It is the literal map for how theme parks were created, and nobody can argue the importance of that document and how it literally changed the world. At least, it changed an entire state.
Yeah.
What would Florida be if there wasn't a Disneyland to inspire a Walt Disney? Well, Anaheim still, Anaheim's Anaheim, but Florida would not be. The burgeoning metropolis of Orlando would not be if there wasn't a Disneyland, if there wasn't a piece of paper.
Right.
Think of all the relationships. Think of all the memories. Think of the generations of people who've been impacted by Walt and Herb Ryman locked in an office for 2 days straight to create this document.
Listen, the Disney Family Museum in San Francisco at the Presidio is a non-profit, so I don't think they can conjure up $1 million. The Disney company could conjure up $1 million.
Yep.
They made 145 on Guardians of the Galaxy. I think you could take one off the top and buy this thing, and then
there you go.
Yeah, let me count 10 $1,000 bills for you.
Yeah.
And preserve it. I would. Listen, whoever buys this, if you're listening to this podcast, if you buy this, call us, email us, send us a message on Facebook, and we would love to talk to you about this.
Let us see it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I'll come over, wherever you live.
I'll drive over there.
Yeah. We saw a version of this at D23 Expo.
Yeah.
What was that, 4, 6, whatever years ago?
Yeah. Two back.
Right. And they wouldn't let us take pictures of us. They wouldn't let us touch it. They had it roped off. But this one was, I think, I can't say a copy or a reproduction of the original. It was a version of it that had day-glow paint so that they can then show the banks and the TV networks what Disneyland would look like at night. And it was kind of in this dark area that we saw this thing in. This Ryman map. And, they were very persnickety.
I thought it was the original.
Yeah.
And I guess either I didn't understand, or maybe I wasn't. It's probably more.
Maybe you didn't explain it right.
It's probably more to the truth. I wasn't paying attention because I saw it and was like, jaw dropped.
Yeah.
It's just it's history.
Because you were exhausted being at D23 Expo for 4 days.
History. It's history, and I don't care if it's Disney. Yes, it's Disney. I don't care if it's Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse. It's history. To me, that's tantamount to, the first works of of William Faulkner, the first songs written down by Jimmy Buffett on a piece of paper. That's
the first light bulb by Edison
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, it's tantamount to, one of the greatest pieces of paper.
Declaration of Independence.
Any piece of artwork. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as good as Mona Lisa. Somebody has to find value in it.
Right.
This is an incredible piece of history and pop culture and all of that stuff, nostalgia wrapped up into one little bow that two men had a hand in creating.
Yeah. Maybe we can have somebody from the gallery get on this podcast to tell us about it. All right, I'm going to reach out to them for shits and giggles.
Contest time.
Contest. Hey, last week we asked you the extraterrestrial alien encounter attraction at Walt Disney World took the place of what attraction? We got no responses.
None?
Nobody knew the answer. Either nobody knew the answer or nobody decided to
Nobody cares. Nobody loves us.
So the correct answer was Mission to Mars.
Yep. Mission to Mars.
That was the correct answer. So this week's trivia question is, and this is pretty easy, and kind of leading us to our guest on Friday, or now next Friday. Who does Peter Pan banish from Neverland?
Michael Jackson.
Very close. If you know the answer, send your answer to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com or give us a call at 407-413-9010 with the correct answer. All right. Next up is PhotoPass.
Yay.
Just what you wanted to do, John, right?
Totally.
They have some new PhotoPass things that you can do at the Animal Kingdom. We should have done some of these, maybe. Yeah, we would have had to walk around.
We had no time.
Yeah, we had no time.
I didn't want to walk around the park. It was high. It was 91 degrees, bro.
It was very hot. Anyway, check out the new special magic shots that are now available from Disney PhotoPass service at Disneyland Animal Kingdom. They have some new photo shots, and they are Kion from Disney Junior's The Lion King.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Kaa from The Jungle Book. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him in a PhotoPass shot.
No, isn't Ka the bad guy?
He's the snake.
Oh, the Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah. Well, not that movie, the original movie.
Oh.
And then as you stroll through Asia, you can experience very special Disney nature born in China magic shot.
Panda.
Exactly. There's even a butterfly. You can do Tinkerbell and Pascal from Tangled. He's the little green gecko thing.
Chameleon.
The who?
Chameleon.
Chameleon. Okay.
Changes colors.
Yes, we'll go with that. They are adding more and more of these to the theme parks. These photo shots. Now, if you're an annual pass holder, obviously you can do this very easily. You have them take the picture. You tap your magic band, and depending on what annual pass you have, you'll get your picture free.
Right.
If not, then you'll probably have to go out and get a memory maker in order to get all these pictures, because they're not going to be free, and you're not going to be able to download them. And that's one of the new things I love with the annual pass, is that I can get all my photos and actually download them.
Right.
Including ride videos. Like the Mine Train. Your favorite.
Yeah, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Yeah, totally, totally my favorite.
Yeah. So
that's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think Disney's got the technology. Just overdo it, man. Just overdo it. They should be able to, like, if a kid's favorite character is Stitch, Stitch should be in every photo.
Stitch, yeah.
Obviously Buzz. Frozen.
Yeah.
If the little girl's like, I want Belle in every picture, Belle should be in every picture. Just it's so easy. Just Belle.
Yeah. I want to know, how they do it. Like, so, normally you have to put your hands out. You got to do, something. And, all right, so the ones that are, up in the corners, I get. That can probably just be some machine in the back that, adds to photos. But the other ones with the hands, they have to kind of more or less place it. So, is somebody actually going and placing?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that's done with
a computer and some
technologies?
because
the guy who's taking the picture they move your hands. So I think there's probably.
You think he's doing it right there?
Yeah, I think he probably has like a certain dot that he knows. You know, you got to be right here in the spot, and then pops it. Pops it right on. Yeah. What do I know?
I'm gonna go ask.
If you're a Disney photographer,
call us. We're interested.
I think it's just one of those things where if we bump past a photographer is not busy, it's one of those questions.
Yeah.
You know, we got another one of our questions answered when we asked cast member.
Yeah.
We were just curious and we asked and we got an answer.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got a new quick service buffet at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort is now offering a brand new quick service buffet named the Centertown Buffet, which is now open for resort guests only, if I can say English. And cast members are there scanning magic bands to verify that everyone is staying at the hotel. So this basically is like, I'm sure that you pay for it, but this is like if you're staying in a hotel that had a continental breakfast, they want to make sure that you're staying on property. Yeah. The buffet is open for breakfast and dinner and uses one quick service dining credit. Breakfast buffet hours are between 6:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. and dinner buffet hours are between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Guests without the dining plan can still dine at the buffet. For breakfast, adults will pay $13.99, and children 3 through 9-year-olds will only cost $7.99, which I think is
That's cheap.
For dinner, adults will pay $20.99, and children 3 to 9, it will only cost $11.99. That's not bad for a buffet at Disney.
No.
Of course, you're paying for your room at Caribbean Beach or Caribbean Beach, depending on how you say Pirates of the
Caribbean
or Caribbean. So this is interesting. I think they're probably going to wind up doing this, and this scares me a little bit. Okay, so so
why can't we go there and eat?
Right, that's the thing.
If you're charging people,
are all the resorts going to switch? I'm chicken little here. Are all the resorts going to make it to where you have to be staying on a Disney resort to? That would put the fear of God in me. I'd be like, what?
I would probably have a larger bank account.
Yeah, because you'd stop going to Disney.
Yeah, we'd stop going. There's no reason to go.
Yeah, I can't.
I'd be at City Walk more often.
I don't. Ooh, wow, that's fighting words right there. I just don't see the logic behind this.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Let's open up a brand new quick service resort or buffet. Great idea. Let's do it. Here's the cost per person. If I'm willing to shell out, $20.99 for a buffet,
right?
Why do I have to be a park guest or a resort guest? I don't understand that.
Yeah. Maybe with some of the construction that's going on over there, they're trying to keep people out for right now.
Maybe, and that's probably very accurate. But if that continues, if that starts a trend, could you imagine we can't go to Yachtsman or we can't go to Top of the World for New Year's because we're not a resort guest?
Yeah.
That would be insane.
That would be bad. That would be very, very bad. Very, very bad, Mr. Man.
For pass holders, I mean, they would have to seriously make some kind of special dispensation for for pass holders. Why would we? Well, you're going to Disney parks. It has nothing to do with the resorts.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All right, next up, we're going to talk about... let me get rid of that. We're going to talk about the Grand Flo. Disney's Grand Floridian. And I think that's very interesting. Because normally they're like, hey, get the hell out of here. Disney's Grand Floridian on 4th of July is going to have a holiday event. Okay.
For the first time in forever.
Yeah. It's a special ticketed event to celebrate Independence Day. Tickets will cost $120 plus tax and $59 for kids aged 3 to 9. The ticket event will take place at the hotel's marina, and for the event, guests will be served grilled steak and shrimp, along with an alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. The event will conclude with the guests watching the holiday fireworks from the resort. It's tempting.
Not for $120.
Yeah. Right, we go
Although, well, no, I mean, that would be, no, that's still not. Nope.
So if you'd like to make reservations for this event, do so by calling 407-WDW-DINE to make your reservation.
So, here's where they get you.
The holiday wishes.
Here's where they get you. You're thinking, okay, so the fireworks are going to go at 9. This event probably starts at 5.
Or 7. Yeah.
Probably starts at 7. And you have a 2-hour window. Eat, watch the fireworks.
Yeah. Get out.
Please leave.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that I have a hard time with. $120.
Right.
To watch a fireworks show that I could literally go on the other side of the resort and stand there and watch for free.
Yeah.
But you don't get the steak dinner. I can go to Citrico's, have a steak dinner.
Right.
I can have a steak, full to fixins, drink, and a dessert for less than $120.
Well, leads me to believe that this resort's going to be on super tight lockdown on July 4th.
Yes.
Because I'm sure this will bring in more people, and there's not really a lot of parking at this resort to begin with.
There is not.
So I think that resort's going to be on super secret double promotion.
It's starting to get worse and worse.
Yeah.
Getting on a Disney property anymore.
Yeah, because I even Friday went to the Marty Sklar dinner, and I said, well, I'm going to an event at the convention center. And oh wait, we gotta check. We have a list for all the people that are. A list for the convention center? Really? All right, go ahead, check your list.
At Contemporary?
No, Grand Floridian. The event was. Yeah,
I don't have any parking there for that either.
No, I had a valet and then walk over.
It hit valet from that door? Oh, no. Poor guy.
I had to walk all the way over
sweat rings. So now we have a new bus stop relocation at Disney's Coronado Springs. I can vouch for this because I Uber a lot out of this resort. Preliminary construction work is getting underway at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort to accommodate that work. There, they are temporarily changing the bus stop. Beginning on May 8th, so I guess this was last week, Bus Stop 1 will be closed. A temporary stop will be available at the resort's Podcas for both drop-off and pick-up. A new stop near the exiting Bus Stop 1 will open at the end of this month, meaning May. Disney is expanding the resort with a 15-story tower that will add 500 guest rooms, including suites, concierge level services. Overlooking Lake Dorado, the tower will offer rooftop dining with views of the surrounding theme parks.
So 500 guest rooms times 4 people per room is an extra 2,000 people.
That's a conference right there.
Yeah.
And they're putting this closer to the conference area. So if you are coming for a conference, odds are you will be in a tower. If you were coming for a vacation, you still have to walk.
Yeah, you'll be in the back.
You'll be in the back.
You'll be in the
Go to the back of the bus, kids.
You'll be in the back lot.
Yep.
All right. More D23 news for everybody. You can now meet the stars of Freeform's hit series, The Fosters, The Shadowhunters, and Stitchers will all be at the D23 Expo. Fans can meet their favorite stars from Freeform's hit series, The Foster, Shadows, and Stitchers, along with the cast from the new series, The Bold Type, at the D23 Expo, taking place July 14th through the 16th at the Anaheim Convention Center. Members of the Foster family, as well as the cast of the sci-fi series Stitchers, the saga Shadowhunters, and the new series The Bold Type, will appear throughout the weekend in the Talent Central autograph area located in Hall A. Following is the appearance, subject to schedule and subject to times and changes and announcements of dates and yada yada yada, plus more information. Now, you can meet on Friday, July 14th, you can meet Stitchers and the Fosters, and then on Saturday, July 15th, you'll meet the Shadowhunters and the Bold Type.
Very interesting.
I don't know any of these shows, so that's great. Terrific.
It's very interesting. I'm shocked that they don't have people from Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, which is a new show coming on Freeform. I'm shocked they don't have these guys here.
Yeah,
That'd melt the
maybe
place.
They haven't announced it yet.
Maybe not.
Yeah, or maybe it'll be A surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise, we're here.
So that's cool. I'm excited that they're getting more information out about D23. Looks to be fun this year. Finally, in our big news stories, you can dive under the sea now with Nemo and Friends Sea Rider attraction, which is open at Tokyo Disney Sea Resort. Guests board a submarine that shrinks down to fish size, allowing visitors to get up close and personal with their favorite characters from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Visitors explore the ocean from Nemo and Dory's point of view, but you have to keep an eye out for other characters swimming around too. Hank the Septopus, octopus minus a leg, Bailey the beluga whale, and Destiny the whale shark are all hanging out on the ocean floor. In addition, guests can chat with Crush, the sea turtle, in the Turtle Talk with Crush attraction.
Have you seen the ride vehicle? Picture of the ride vehicle?
I did, but I didn't.
It's a fish. It's like Dory with portholes on the side. Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah, it's cute looking. Yeah. Once again, they get the cool stuff, and we wind up with Avatar Flight of Passage. I much would have rather had this.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know,
I think we kind of already do. Sort of.
Yeah, I guess in a crazy way we do.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to some headline news. John, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Shanghai Disney Resort brings magic to Shanghai Hozhan International Airport with 2 new merchandise locations now open in Terminal 2. So apparently they're not selling enough merchandise at the park. They want you to get some on the way out or on your way in.
Just like every other Disney hub hotel or airport should.
We got them here.
Yep.
We got them here. I'll tell you a quick side story that Marty told us on Friday. He said that there have been over 10 million guests to Shanghai in the first year. First year.
Ridiculous.
That's a lot of people,
Ridiculous
my
people.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't think Disneyland hit 1 million in their first year. You know.
I don't know if there were 1 million people in the United States at that time.
Probably weren't. Next up, Johnny Depp and the cast of the Pirates of the Caribbean sail into Disneyland Paris now to surprise all the guests and fans over there. So apparently Johnny's making a little world tour now, I guess. You know, well, his movie's coming out in June, right?
Yep.
June or July?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. So, well, we're getting the preview soon, so it's got to be soon.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty big news. New Mickey-shaped cinnamon rolls bring back the classic treat back to the Main Street Bakery at the Magic Kingdom.
Now, the reason they did this is to appease all the people who couldn't ride Avatar Flight of Passage.
If you can't ride, we got a cinnamon roll for you.
You can't ride, you get a cinnamon roll.
Right. Walt Disney World will hold American Idol auditions as the show returns to ABC.
With special new host,
Who?
Katy Perry.
Really?
Made the announcement today. Katy Perry.
Wow.
She kissed a girl. She liked it.
Wow. What do you think of... I hope they don't bring the attraction back.
Oh, God. Shoot me in the head if they bring that attraction back.
I actually kind of like the Frozen sing-along thing. I like, well, specifically 2 people that do it. Well, 2.5 people that do it.
Who's the other person?
Well, there's usually that one couple that does it great, and then Jim Doyle who does it.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Fair enough.
Jim, yeah.
Well, anything Jim does is it's gold. It's butter, Jim. It's butter.
But he's been at Frozen.
I know.
Jim.
I know. It's crazy.
Frozen attraction.
Yeah.
All right. So when we have more information, if you actually want to audition, we'll try and bring it to you here. Disneyland, all my Disneyland friends, please pay attention carefully to this.
Yes.
There's a new Main Street electrical popcorn bucket. 2 of them?
Yeah. One for me, one for you.
All right. We need 2 of those. All my Disneyland friends, please run quickly.
We'll PayPal you money.
PayPal you, Western Union, whatever you need.
Don't send it with the popcorn.
I don't need the popcorn. I'll even send you the shipping label. All you have to do is provide the box. I'll give you the label that you can put on the box and FedEx it to me.
It's like butter.
New Main Street Electrical popcorn buckets and need those, please. 2.
What would be the bomb.com is if you pressed a button on the bottom of it and it played the music.
Yeah, that would be, and it lit up. Yeah, and it lit up. That would be
awesome.
great. All right, Disney, if you can figure that out, let us know. And if you go to the Animal Kingdom and you're doing your preview for Pandora, there is off to the far right a annual pass holder bag check area, so you can do that. I found that, I didn't go with a bag, so I just went the quick way through the middle.
Right.
But if you do have a bag, you can go off to the right. The lines seem to be a little less. Also, when you get to the turnstiles, there is also off to the right annual pass. And I found that line was longer than the regular line. I just went on the regular line and walked right through while everybody was lining up. I'm like, why are you lining up? Go right over there. There's nobody there.
Right.
So go check that out. They think the belief is that this is not going to stay. This is just for the previews till May, and then this is going to disappear. So we'll find out on May 28th if it's still there. And that's it. We got nothing else, John.
Nope. So we're we're just shutting down. It just I really want to know what everybody thinks about Avatar. Once you start going through and getting some of your thoughts together on it, I would love to know what you guys think about that.
Maybe we should do get some people after some people have been through.
Yeah, do a round table.
Get like a little round table. Yeah,
that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
So we would love to find you over on Facebook, facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can also find us at Twitter, twitter.com/Disney Podcasters, Disney Podcaster. Please come over to DisneyParksPodcast.com. Click on either Tony's book or my book or one of our great sponsors.
Right.
They take great care of us, and I'm sure they would take great care of you. And make sure that if you love the show, if you want to help us out, you want to help us do some incredible things in the next several weeks and months to come, visit us at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
And as we'd like to say around here, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.